Hello guys, and welcome back again. So I started the wheels, found all the parts that I needed for the wheels. At the front of the wheels, there's two extra little plastic pieces that you need to put in. I already put the shaft on this one. That was basically because I needed to understand how to assemble it. I put in all the other wheels. I put in the small pieces called B12. There's a little notch so it goes in, and then you just need to use a hammer to get them all the way in. And on the back side I painted it black, and then I gave it some matte varnish that I had. I also gave the chassis here some matte varnish, and the varnish is pretty bad. As you can see, it became actually a little bit white. So I need to just give it a quick spray with the normal black again. So that's annoying. Anyways, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the Occre red paint for the wheels, inside the wheels, and then I'm just going to use my Proxon tool with the little brush on, and then just go around all the edges here at the wheel, and use a knife to get the final edge here to scrape off the paint. Hopefully that will leave me a fresh looking what's it called, where it goes from the red and then just to the black metal. So that's the idea. So that's what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I'll be back later. Cheers. Alright, welcome back again. So I cleaned the wheels. I'm just gonna start with the foremost wheel that we're gonna use. Probably a good idea to have the instructions. So there are these small thingies here that I don't know what it is. It seems like it's some sort of lock mechanism. You push them in here on each side, and then you put the axle through. Actually, you don't, because you need to have two washers on, like so, and then you put the axle in, and then you need two washers again. And I'm afraid that I have to use a hammer now. So this is probably important. Whoops. So the instruction says that you put the first wheel like so. It's kind of marked in the instructions, and the other one. Oh, sorry, you can't see anything. Right, so you put in the wheel as so. So these two plates point forward, and then there's another two plates on the other wheel, and that needs to point upwards. And my washers just fell off. So there we go again. So this is the plates are forward like so, and then you have this one where the plates are shown as upward, and it seems to be a little. It doesn't make any sense really, because if I push this on, it seems like the entire structure here can go back and forth, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't think they're supposed to go forward and be so it seems like there's some sort of spacer needed, or maybe it's just supposed to be like that. But I think I'm afraid that you have to put it on the side, and then you have to use a hammer to get it on. Like so, something like that, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to be back. I'm just going to check the instructions. See you in a bit. It looks like the shaft needs to be all the way through the wheel, but even though it is through the wheel, you still have this this, not a gap, but this yeah, where it can move from side to side. I understand that it's probably not normal, but what I don't understand is that why you need to put two washers on each side, because these two washers on each side doesn't do anything at all. So maybe I misunderstood, or maybe I've done something wrong, I don't know, but it doesn't make any sense to me. The cylinder which I have here is gonna go underneath here, like so, and then you're gonna have the rods coming from this one and holding the wheel. So I'm pretty sure that once that you get both of these on, the wheels are going to be fixated in the middle. But it's still, even though that it's fixated, it doesn't make any sense at all to put two washers between the wheels. So anyways, I'm gonna do the same thing on the rear view, or on the rear wheels. So we need two of these boys here. It goes into the hole and it makes a click. And on the other side as well. And then you have 3 of these big washers that goes on to the shaft like so. Then you put the shaft through like so, and then you put 3 washers on as well like so. Again, I don't know why you need to have these washers on. So just lining up. So this here is going to go back like so, and we're probably going to have this one, I don't know, that needs to I have no idea what this is supposed to, yeah, that needs to be down like so. So something like this. And then I just pressed the shaft into the wheel. Like so. There we go. So I'm going to use a hammer for the rest of the way, and I need something to hit it on with. So I'm going to do it like so, and then just hammer. So we need to make sure that it's the same on both sides, and also that it's straight, otherwise the wheels are going to be wobbly. Yeah. So I'm just going to make sure that the, well, look, you can actually you can drive. So I'm just going to finish this here and get back to you.